Hello everyone. Today I have a Furch guitar. It's a 2021 AAA Sitka spruce top, AAA rosewood back and sides. It is the DRS. It's the Furch Vintage 2 series, and it's their slope shoulder dreadnaught. It's the RSSR series. It's awesome. This is a discontinued model. They don't do the slope shoulder anymore for whatever reason. So if you like a slope shoulder rosewood guitar, this one's awesome. Really well made. Furch is like this brand out of the Czech Republic. They're not as well known here, but they're getting more well known. And this is basically like a really nice custom shop Gibson Advanced Jumbo. That'd be very similar. This has a 650 millimeter scale length, which if you're like me, you have no idea what that means. But it basically comes out to 25.56 scale length. So slightly longer maybe than than most Gibsons, but Advanced Jumbo is a longer one too. So it just feels like a regular guitar. It doesn't feel like a long scale length at all. But it's closer to like a Martin scale length rather than most Gibsons that are usually kind of 24.9 inch, 25.56 inches is what it comes out to. 1 3/4 nut width, really well made. It's got the double binding on the neck. The neck is African mahogany. Give you a little look there. And this was a gigging guitar, so it's actually in really great shape. Beautiful sunburst finish. There is some kind of slight pick wear there. I don't know if the video is even going to show it, but you can check out my ad for it if you want to see some of the little nicks or whatever on it. Also comes with this Fishman Powertap Earth pickup. This pickup is a transducer pickup with the soundhole pickup, and it's got a little toggle thing here that you can kind of go between the two or blend them. It accepts a TS regular 1/4 inch cable and you're just off to the races, or you can do a TRS cable and split the signal. So if that's what you want to do, you can split the signal. Very cool pickup. This just comes with it because it's already in there. If you didn't want the pickup for whatever reason, you could probably do a little less on the price, but it's also got these really nice Gotoh tuners, these vintage style. I'll show you those up close. Couple little nicks on the headstock and stuff, but not much. But they just make really great guitars. Double binding throughout. Super nice guitar. I'll give you a little sound sample so you can hear it. And away we go. Anyway, so this is a really cool company. If you ever get a chance to own a Furch guitar, they're great. But they're pretty rare. So maybe you won't run into one. The price on them, they're really affordable because most people, they want it to say Gibson or Martin or whatever. But if you're someone who's after the sound and the playability and the quality, this is just head and shoulders better than like a standard model, I think, of like a Gibson or Martin. You know, like if you were going to, you know, you could get a D18 or a D28 for around, you know, whatever, like 22 for maybe a D28 for a used one. So you can get this one, and this is way higher quality, or like a Gibson, used Gibson would be kind of around there as well. Because the name is not as well known, so you get a really good bang for your buck. Anyway, I'll give it some plays so you can hear it, and then you can make your own decisions, but I really like these guitars. I'm more of a mahogany fan myself. If this was mahogany, I would say I wouldn't sell it, but I have too many guitars that I love. And so rosewood I'm not as into on a slope shoulder. That's just my own personal preference. But some people who like rosewood better would love a rosewood slope shoulder because they're very rare. Most of the time if you find a slope shoulder guitar like this, it's going to be mahogany back and sides. For those of you who don't know, slope shoulder meaning this part here kind of slopes off instead of being more square like a traditional dreadnaught D18, D28, whatever you're used to. This is more the J45 body shape. Anyway, without further ado, I'll play it some. Thanks for watching.